and I'm really sorry about the lack of footage for Vlogmas Day 15. It was a lovely day, but as I said, I'm actually in my kitchen getting ready for work. So I thought rather than going in the car, I'd just see what it would look like with me just walking around my kitchen. Let me tell you what I'm wearing. I've got one of my ultra favourite Judi Marioness. It's the ones with the look. Got little buttons on there. Look, it's a proper Breton. This is the pattern that I found when I did all that research ages ago. I'll try and remember to link the video in the box below. I might even try and put one of those little thingies up there. But I did a lot of research into the Breton top, and I have got cut out more Breton tops to make because I absolutely love them. I find them very easy to wear. I'm just softening some butter for my sandwich, and Maggie is going absolutely loopy. I don't know, you can't see her because she's down here on the floor. She's at my feet with her big black eyes. So I'm just going to make myself a quick cheese and tomato sandwich for my lunch. Oh, Poppy's turned up because I've mentioned cheese. So it is the last day of term today. Thank you ever so much for the comments yesterday. Recording in the car is a tricky one because you've got to think about the sound of the engine and then the road noise as well. And you can tell I've got a cold. So that doesn't help either. And speaking loudly is something that when you work with children, you have to sort of learn not to shout when you're talking. I'm really sorry that the light's a bit funny this morning. But I just feel too bunged up to go and get anything. So yes, I've got the cold. It's finally broken. It broke yesterday evening. But I've got my medicine. Let me show you. Other red wines are available. I love a bit of red wine when I've got a cold. A little bit of Trevento and I shall feel fine. Yesterday, as I mentioned in my last vlog, Melanie came yesterday evening. Now when Melanie comes in the evening, we don't stop. As I say, we've known each other for over 30 years. So it's just like having a sister in the house really, I think. There you go. What else have I got to tell you? Oh yes, my tree skirt is growing. I'm really pleased with it. And I know I've got a Lyra dress that I want to make, but my mind and my headspace are on the tree skirt. And I don't claim to be, I am not a fast sewer. I've always been a very steady sewer, and everybody is different, and I am not saying that you need to sew fast or you need to sew slowly. What I'm saying is you need to do what is right for you and not anybody else. It's you that matters. So if you want to sew fast, sew fast. If you want to sew slowly, sew slowly. For me, I can't really have a belt at anything sewing because there's always something else distracting me. She wants porridge. It's just porridge. Just oats. So, oh, what else have I got to tell you? Yeah, I'm going to Sewtoon on Sunday. You're probably going to be fed up of me saying I'm going to Sewtoon on Sunday. But when I went the first time, Linda and Lynn were saying, are you going to come again? And I was like, yeah, I will do, but Newcastle's a good 2-hour drive for me. Now, we have got some hot news in the land of Judi Sews. We have a roving reporter. And we have a roving reporter for a few days in New York City. Now, this roving reporter has been given explicit instructions that she needs to go to a certain shop in New York City. And she has got explicit instructions on how to film as a roving reporter outside and in this certain shop in New York City. And I am told that today, she's going to the said shop, she's got my Christmas list. Not very often that Father Christmas goes to mood, is it? Anyway, I digress. And I'm going to give a shout out to Mood Fabrics here because Hannah is buying me some stuff. She's also collecting me some stuff. I'm not going to tell you what it is, But I emailed Mood and said, and this is true, it is their honeymoon. I said, my daughter's coming to New York City for a honeymoon, and I'd like to have some stuff. Could I do a click and collect, and could Hannah collect it? Well, the lovely Casey, and that is, I've never met her, but she is the lovely Casey at Mood Fabrics in New York, has just been an absolute superstar. And we got to the stage and she said on Tuesday, because it was this, we did this all very much at the last minute, and she said, I have to have the order on Tuesday so that I can definitely guarantee it's come from, wait for this, New Jersey, Hoboken area, underneath the river and into New York City in time for your daughter coming. So Hannah and Michael are going up the Empire State Building. It's not the Empire State Building today. They're going up the Statue of Liberty today. And then they've got a meal tonight. But I did check this. I said, Hannah, where's your hotel? And she went, straight away, it's not very far from Mood Fabrics. And I said, oh, that's terribly convenient, isn't it? So, let's cross our fingers that we have the roving reporter. So, on that note, I am going to say goodbye for now. I'm not going to film in the car today because you will not hear me above the noise of the engine. I bring to you a brand new feature for Judi's Vlogmas Diaries 2022. We have the roving reporter, who is currently somewhere in New York. Tell us where you are now, Hannah.
There is the inside of Statue of Liberty. We'll see you at the top. It's freezing, it's windy.
Oh, we're looking at New Jersey.
We should
Oh,
very much like we're at home.
So we're looking at New Jersey. We're looking at the fog.
Statue of Liberty on a windy day. Wonder where she's going to go to next. Well, while we wait, because I know exactly where she's off to, let us go and have a look at some advent calendars. Now I have 2 days advent calendars. Now, as you can see, I have relocated to my living room. I am feeling decidedly blur. Decidedly blur. I've got it. As I said to my lovely teacher today, she said, are you all right? And I said, oh, I've got the cold. And she was like, stay away. And I went, no, it's the school community cold. It's my turn. And I have done my best, but oh, my tongue does now feel sore. So, number 15 from the backstitch calendar. We do 2 backstitch and 2 pink doors. So what's in here? Ooh. Oh! Embroidery thread. Now. Oh, and it's DMC. Oh, yes. DMC is the one to get. That's the French one. I much prefer, for my standard embroidery cottons, hello Maggie, to have a DMC. I don't know why. There's Anchor and there's DMC. I'm a DMC girl. Now, I haven't had any new embroidery thread for many a year. What is that dog doing now? Oh, wait a minute. It's come in. Time for the roving reporter. Hannah, over to you. Where are you now?
So this is what wouldn't work, but this is where we think we found Mum's birthday present. All of this clothes. We found Balenciaga fabrics. It could have an absolute field day here. Come on then.
You're filming me?
Yeah, I'm filming you. Just want fabric in.
Give me boys any day of the week. This place.
Michael is overwhelmed by mood. I'm sure you don't want any buttons.
No buttons.
Come on, you. Looks amazing.
Wow, how fantastic.
Now. Mood Fabrics. I think that's a vlog to come at another time. So, this looks very interesting. Oh, now, what is this? It's a llama. Oh, it's a cross-stitch decoration. Oh, so I can cross-stitch with the thread into that. Oh, what a fantastic idea. And do you know what this is going to be really lovely for? Do you know, I love this idea. So I have got some stranded thread here to cross stitch into here. And it's a long time since I've done cross stitch. And the one thing I can remember about cross stitch is you just have to make certain. If your top goes top right to bottom left on the first one, it goes top right to bottom left all the way along. If it goes top left to bottom right, it goes that way all the way along. I'm a top right to bottom left, so it's that way. And that is the most important thing. You have to keep continuity with that line going that way all the time. I love that idea. Now, I have never done anything like this before, and I am looking at these here, and automatic, my mind is trying to work out. I'll have to count the holes. You see, I've got 3 holes here. So do I do a half cross stitch there? Oops. A half cross stitch. I'm going to have to... Do you know what I'm going to do for that? I think that might need Googling or checking on YouTube. How to use a trim it cross stitch decoration. I might check it and come back to you on that one. What do you want? Are you going to come up here? Come on then, here you go. I've got Maggie down here. She's going to show herself in a minute, I'm sure. I love it when everybody's cats come up, because obviously I haven't got any cats at the moment and I love cats. So let's have a look. 15! Oh, I had a look at 15 yesterday. Of course, 15 was the covered buttons to go with the button maker. And I looked at this yesterday because I wanted to see it on this before I looked at anybody else's vlogs. So, number 16, here's number 16. It's quite nice opening my advent calendar at the end of the day, not the beginning. 16. It feels needle shaped. I wonder if it could be embroidery needles to go with... Oh, now these are interesting. These are Pony household needles. They're not nickel plated. They're pony black. Yep. Oh. Wait a minute. They're sort of... Oh, gosh. White. With black on them. White tops and black bottoms. Maybe quite interesting, those. I certainly don't need to buy any more household needles after this year's advent calendar. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Vlogmas day 17, and I am just making a cup of tea for my car flask, which is the one that says Honda on it. It's the one that the garage gave me when I got my car. Now, today I'm going out. Today is the day that these get dealt with, but I'm very excited because do we ever put lottery tickets in our purses? Well, I found 2 that I'd not checked. And one of them's worth £140. It's my hair paid for and my petrol to go to Sewtoon tomorrow, so I'm very, very excited. Bit of a giddy kipper, as they say over here. I'll be going, oh, that's another British term I've not heard. Did anybody watch Andy? So Andy Sews. She's talking about the pinny. We used to have pinnies. My mother used to call them pinnies. I think it came from a lot of aprons used to be like a tabard, which looked like a pinafore. Anyway, my mum used to have short aprons. Andy, you've started a discussion. We can have the apron with the bib, or the apron that just goes around like a waitress apron. My mum used to have the little ones that she called her pinnies. And I don't know why, because they came to here. So she comes up to the work surface, so there's only this bit that's protected. What about this bit here? I mean, when I'm making and cooking, it goes all over the place. I've got very nice aprons. Here's mine. Here you go. Here's my apron. So when I stand at the work surface, look, oopsie-daisy. And now this is a very special apron, as you can see. Look what it says on it. It says, the Padstow Seafood School. And I have been very lucky, and I have been to Rick Stein's cookery school in Cornwall twice. The first time David bought it for me, so when I got my foundation degree, because I got a distinction, and that was my treat, my reward. He got me that. And when I got a first, my dad sent me again. I said, what would David have done? And I've said, pay for me to go to Rick Steins again. So not only did Dad pay for me to go to the cookery school, he also bought us a meal. So myself, Tristan's ex-wife, Tristan and Hannah and I all went to Rick Steins, which was utterly gorgeous. Now, I'm going to turn this camera off, and I'm really sorry I cut you all short last night, but boy did I sleep, you can tell I've slept. So let's go off on my travels, because I have a few things that I need to get ready for tomorrow for Sewtoon. I'll see you later. From behind, with a very loud voice, I come from the car. Let's go to Bugweeds. I wasn't going to record in the car today, but I am. First of all, I'm going to have a rant. Women in car parks. Sorry, folks. Some of us let the side down. They just don't think. One lady, little white car. Oh, there's a space there. I shall go into it. The lady that wanted my spot wanted to reverse in, so she'd driven ahead of me. Because I was going to go that way, this other woman went straight in, and that was it. In Waitrose. But now the best bit. Oh, I bought a little Christmas tree. I decided, I was out of my little lottery when I thought, oh, it'd be really nice to have a real Christmas tree in the hallway. I'll take the little spinning wheel away and I'll put a little Christmas tree there for Christmas. Great idea. So I thought, oh, this is going to cost me about £25. Let's turn the fan off because that might make a big difference. I can't show it you because it's just down here. They were £28, but they reduced to £5. Everyone kept saying, get two, and I was like, I don't want two, I want one. So I am off to the hairdresser, and it's a very giddy mood, very giddy. In case you're wondering, are Poppy and Maggie alive? Yes, they are. Live and kicking. And Inglewood, they have their light up winter collars on. Maggie's pink and Poppy is red, obviously. She's red, but even the red from her collar, I'm really sorry, every time I put them on outside they seem to want to deposit. You can see Poppy does have a collar on, but it seems to sort of disappear into the blackness. Isn't it beautiful? Look at it up there. Isn't it gorgeous? 17th of December. See if I can get them back. Come on, you two. I've lost you. Come on, girls. Here they are. Back from the hairdresser. I really like it. Really happy. She's absolutely fantastic, my hairdresser. She works on her own, so you're the only person in. So obviously she has to be quite efficient, and she works with a brand called Milkshake, which apparently, from what I'm told, is meant to be quite good. So I'm about to get going with yet more bits for my tree skirt for Sewtoon tomorrow. But I'm going to do this one again because this here has just run away to nothing, and I need to be able to sew those together. So here we are. It's the 17th, and I've not done any advent calendars yet. So I'm starting with back stitch. There it is, number 17. Really big. Oh, what's this? Oh, look at that! Oh, I love that reel. It's a wooden reel of trim. Oh, trim collection. Is that not just beautiful? Can you see that? There you go. It's absolutely gorgeous. Thank you very much, people at Backstitch. And let us just go on to number 17 in here. I've got some backstitch things in here as well at the moment. The box has gone low. 15, 20, 23, 17. What do we think's in 17? Ready now for people to put their number 17. Oh, vlogs, I feel as if I'm a little out of focus today. That's better. I've got a cold, so my nose has gone really, really bad. Oh, look, I've had my nails done. It's because I had a little lottery win. Ooh. Oh, these are useful. Oh, it's clear elastic. Now, Rachel will be jumping up and down for joy with that because that's what she swears by when it comes to doing leggings and things. Because she suggested when I did my leggings last year that we tighten around the waist with clear elastic. Andrea, genius. Again. So, hello. All back from Sewtoon in my lovely new... Stand up so you can see it. Can you see it? My lovely new Billie dress. I hate it. There we go. It's a Billie Jumper dress and I have used my lovely... Actually, I'm really pleased with it because I have used my beautiful fabric that I bought from First for Fabrics when they did the launch for this a few weeks ago. It's a stuff of Denmark fabric. In fact, I'm just back from Sewtoon and I said to Tamlyn, I feel as if every other vlog I'm saying, First for Fabrics have done this and First for Fabrics have done that. And I said, I'm not an ambassador, I'm not paid, I'm not asked to advertise. This is seriously, she just smiled and giggled and I said, this is just seriously good service, good choice, good price, good quality. What more can you ask from a fabric shop? Moving down to York would be even better, but I don't think that's going to happen. So I've had a lovely day. I'm just going to put in a tiniest bit of footage for you just to have a look at. There's not a lot. From the time I arrived at Sewtoon today, I haven't stopped talking. I had the most fantastic time. So I'm home and all that's left for me to do now is to open the advent calendars from today. Now, just a quick apology about yesterday. I started off all right. I opened the advent calendars and I went off to do my jobs. Didn't do anything else, did I? Not for the camera, I didn't, but I did 2 lots of baking, I made a billy and I did loads of bits on my tree skirt, which I want to show you. And I have brought them all through. Oh, it's here, hold on. So today, I'm going off at a tangent here, I'll do the advent calendars in a minute. This is the one that I was working on when I realised what the weather forecast was. So I have started to sew them together. It's like armour, but I'm actually having to hammer the seams down with a tailor's clapper. Can you see, to get the seams really flat on the back? So I'm going to have another word with that. Sorry about that, that's an alert going off on my telephone. So go and have a little look. So we've got... It took me a while to do that. Yeah, I've not done much today, have I? I've done a lot of talking. And there was a lovely lady called Vicky who was doing hand embroidery and she wanted to start, so I gave her some help. But I think I've probably mentioned to you but I did study embroidery up to A level, and then I, obviously with the Sitting Guilds, had to do all these things as well. So there you go, look at that. It's not just beautiful. And you have to get... See if I can show you the seams like that. So you actually, where you've got the 2 lines here, you have to sew it together between those 2 tram lines. So you get that tram line effect. Anyway, we've done quite a lot and I'm going to carry on pinning them together and sewing them together. But I'm really, really, really pleased with it to date. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do today's advent calendars and I'm going to pull today's vlog to a close. I'm going to have some dinner, I'm going to edit this and I'm going to go to bed really early. It is a long drive it takes about an hour and 50 to 2 hours to drive to Sewtoon, but it's worth it. It's fine. You find getting up there. It's when you get home that you start to feel tired. So let's do the beyond the pink door advent calendar first. And I might actually be. I hope Andrea's doing a live. I don't know if you're doing a live, Andrea. I'm sorry, I haven't checked. If you are, I'll be watching. So I'll get into this one. So yeah, I sat with some lovely people. I sat with Bryony and Naomi, and then Vicky came to join us. It's just been such a fun, chatty day. You know, lots of non-sewing talk, live sewing talk. I think the best one we had today was a lady. She was sat looking at the sewing machine, and she was like, she'd got some stretch fabric, and Bryony went, "What are you doing?" And she said, "I'm just checking the stitches to see which one I can use." And I said, "Is it stretch?" And she went, "Yeah." And I said, "But that's Maraflex thread." "No, it's not," she said. And I said, "I'm sure it is. It's on a yellow reel." So we called Tamlyn. We hadn't had anything to drink. We were just very chilled. So chilled. If you check Tamlyn out on her stories, she's put some pictures in of us eating, because we took a shared lunch as well. And Santa Claus came to see us too, which made life even more exciting. It is encased Taylor's chalk. Excellent. Always need Taylor's chalk. And let's have a little look at backstitch today. Maggie and Poppy have been so good. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, it's beads. I love beads. And I do occasionally trim things with beads. You mustn't laugh, but if I ever alter wedding dresses and things that have got beads on, it's always useful to have a few spares. So now, sadly, it's time to bring today's vlog to a close. I want to start by saying thank you to all of you for watching. I appreciate it so much. Secondly, for everyone that's liked and commented, I've tried to either like your comment or make a little comment back, but there's been so many, I haven't been able to sort of balance it all. But thank you for taking the time to comment and to like. If you haven't subscribed, it would be great if you could hit that subscribe button and then the bell alert button, because that helps you know when I've got a new video out, and it's lovely to have more people joining me on the journey. So it'd be lovely if you could do that. And the last thing I want to do is to say thank you to Mandy so much for her gift of a coffee. And these gifts on coffee go to help me improve my channel and to create content for you. And I have put all this money towards some work that I'm going to put, like I used a lot towards the quilts, the tree skirt, to show you about that. And the next project is lining up for very soon. So for now,